Hi, I'm KB.
Tabloid, letting you know that Mario is selling magic mushrooms chemically bonded with growth hormone behind Walmart. Mario was originally going to ride a rocket and carry guns, rifles, and laser beams. A pretty cool concept, but instead, it decided to hide that fact, making Mario trips and bollocks instead, with his own general power-up called a bit of acid. Thought he was jumping on turtles? Nope, chavs. Hiding in their shell when they see a mad plumber trying to deck them. Firing out flaming balls? Meatballs. And their enemies were vegetarian. After 47 charges committed by the Chain Chomp in Super Mario Bros. 3, the chain starts to flash, then 3 more after that and the basic bull shark will break free. The only symbolism I can correctly muster up is a dog bound by chains, angry at his owner. The owner is now skinned Slenderman who possibly has hair and is very fat. Maybe the owner looked very tasty and Mario with his meatballs would prove to be a worthy snack, along with his well-constructed endowment. The boos were inspired by the angry wife of Takashi Tezuka, where one day she went all out on him because of the time he spent at work, although that time allows him to put a fresh lobster on the table for his family. It's really weird. But yeah, usually she's very quiet. Miyamoto decided that a creation should be based on real life, and thus this sly bugger was born. Nintendo are currently in the works to create special boos whose attacks completely backfire and end up metaphorically shooting themselves in the foot for their constant hypocrisy and despicable nature. I think people would buy that game. As stated many times before, it is extremely possible to jump over the flagpole in the original Super Mario Bros. Game, only to carry on and achieve nothing as they continuously run across an empty brick road. And no, there is no one you meet that lacks a heart. He's in a castle. But this possibly led to the creation of the Endless Staircase and the media's depiction of hell, as well as a strong outlook on how people try to achieve something that they can't grasp instead of the visible opportunity to move forward. Whoops, I'm sounding a bit too reasonable there. Moving on. Jason Voorhees appears as a cameo very briefly in Super Mario Land 2 via the Halloween-themed world, to which he also carries a knife, dagger. Master Sword. Yeah, that's right. Invisible Link has stabbed Jason in the head, sucking out all the juice from his limbs. That, however, doesn't fall his mighty strength to a halt, so Jason is still walking while Link is holding the sword being dragged along. Use the bomb, Link! In the Japanese version of Super Mario Kart, there were sprite animations for Bowser and Peach drinking champagne. This was edited out in the North American release, probably due to the reminder that 59 years had passed since Prohibition was taken down and authorities still hadn't moved on. They tend to go after trivial things such as copyright and fair use, as well as words such as fuck and shit that are only fucking stupid if they're used at least 100 times in one cutting sentence. Oh come on, don't censor that, you pricks! And you didn't even censor that! Fuck's sake! A company known as PETA targeted the series for the proposed belief that Mario skinned animals like raccoons for their fur and tail, saying that they were sending the wrong message. It's apparently okay to wear animal fur. They are right. The Nintendo universe also teaches us that it's okay to eat other organisms whole so that they enjoy a fearsome grinding death, as well as teaching animals to drive in space, so they crash. Like a sadistic version of Jackass. And the reason why Mario never used that axe again in any other worlds wasn't because he wanted to be more clean about his murderous acts, it's because he wanted to collect them all to form them into one so he could commit a serious act off screen. Boycott stuff that makes no flippity-floppity sense. Super Mario Bros. 3 never actually happened. It's believed that it was all stage play, just like the instance of Super Mario Bros. 2 where Mario wakes up and it's all a dream. In fact, the whole series is Mario dreaming about his fantasies, which include wet dreams and being more successful than his brother, hogging the spotlight. It's pretty clear that Mario is jealous of Luigi's esteemed courage and wished he had done better in school and that he had made the basketball team by being a bit taller. Truth is, he feels underappreciated and believes there's many sides to him that the world doesn't see. He wished he was better skilled with hammers, not to mention he evades tax, and brings his dog into the story as well. Ever wondered why Bowser never dies? Because while Mario is about to die on the original cover, a lot of people survive as well. Tortoises are people too. Mario dreams of different scenarios to counteract this. Fun fact as well is that scientists recorded Mario's brainwaves during his sleep and analyzed this. They, however, kept the sexually explicit dreams strictly secured. Sorry. Nintendo offered gloves to gamers who received blisters from spinning the spinny thing on the N64 controller while playing Mario Party, to which Nintendo also got sued due to this, costing them $80 million for the gloves and $75K for the investigation, to which only 90 complaints were made, so it's pretty clear that some kids were making Blood Brothers marks before they picked up the controller and started freaking them out. But I guess this also means Zakk Wylde should have sued Gibson for his finger cutting, or people with OCD should sue walkers for letting people open their packets upside down. The Japanese version of Moo Moo Track is actually called Momo Track because they are believed to make more of a mo sound. Yeah, that's right. They think cows pronounce things in Queen's English.
A bit more tea for me, Mo.
Or perhaps we'll make it more Cockney.
Bruv, if you see Mo around, if you see her, just tell her to get me a call, yeah?
Thank you for watching Fox News, my hearties. And until next time, believe everything you hear. It makes the world a better place. And more money in my pockets. Lights out.
Would you get out of here?
Shit, he's back. Originally, President John Eden was meant to be voiced by former President Bill Clinton, but the team was unable to get him for the role, as they realized that machines cannot be programmed to have a penis and overuse it to the point that a woman will end up like a ghoul after the affair making is over.